Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming 2-pack, which involves Spider-Man and Iron Man. Now, both of these molds have been used before, and there'll be links on the screen and in the description to those reviews if you want to go ahead and check them out. If you want to pick up these figures and those previous ones and many more, go ahead and check out Big Bad Toy Store. There'll be a link in the description as well. So on the back of the box here, you can see we have a little bit of a bio right there. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and take a closer look. And here's the figures out of the packaging. So first up, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that both figures come with. Let's start out with Iron Man. And so starting out, we have the blast effect here. As you can see, we do have a little bit of warpage. This little bit is slightly bent, but there's nothing that a bit of hot air or hot water can't fix. It does look incredibly nice. The only problem is you only get one. As you can see, you can go ahead and plug it into the hand, which looks fantastic, but I would love two of them to go ahead and be able to put them in the feet as well. And also another interchangeable hand would have been nice, because you do get the one fist and then the one open hand. So it would be nice to have another open hand and then have two of these accessories so that we could go ahead and have the blasts coming out of the hands and the feet at the same time for some really nice flight poses. But never mind, at least you get another one to add to your arsenal. And then here we have the Sentry helmet, so you can use it in kind of a Hall of Armor display if you wish. As you can see, it looks fantastic on the body. So you can just use it as, you know, a deactivated suit or something in the Hall of Armor. Or you could use it obviously as an autonomous suit itself, you know, which it works great for both. Obviously you have the unlit eyes there, which I think looks fantastic. I think it's a really great addition. Now this Spider-Man has a couple of changes over the last figure. The most of the actual body itself is exactly the same. It's just that we're actually getting a slightly remolded head here in the way that this eye is squinting. You can see that the paint, definitely they have put a bit less white in there, but the mold for it goes way further than that. Maybe I'd say half the size of that white. So they really should have put much less white in that eye to make that look effective and good. You can obviously just put some black paint on there and sort that out yourself. But, you know, that is a bit of a, not I guess a quality control issue, but something that they just should have sorted out, because it is actually like it on all of them, really. So that just didn't quite go the way that they wanted it to, but it still works, kind of. Another thing that we do actually get here is the Tom Holland head sculpt, the unmasked, you know, Peter Parker head sculpt, which I think looks fantastic. It definitely does look like Tom, and, you know, the skin tone, the paintwork and everything looks fantastic, but the molding, honestly, is perfect on this thing. And as you can see, it looks great on the body as well. It's a good size and everything, so very happy with that. And then we also get a pair of these webbing wing things. Now these just simply peg into the underside of the arms. You can see the little holes right in there. And you can see them on the previous review for this guy. They should have really been bigger to allow for more poses, because of how small they are, you can only bring the arms out so far, because then you just get the gap between the body and the arm. As you can see, it's really, I think they should have made him at the very least twice as big, maybe even 3 times as big. And then included these ones as well, so you can get a couple of different displays. A bit like we got with the Spider-Woman figure, how it actually came with 2 pairs. I think that was a much better way of going about it. Now in terms of articulation, the figure is exactly the same as the previous one. Head moves up and down, left and right. Rotation all the way around there at the shoulder, as well as a really nice butterfly joint, and then up and down there as well. Rotation up part of the arm, double jointed elbows, rotation and a hinge there at the wrist. Really nice ab crunch right there, rotation at the waist. Hips come out to the side, move forward and back, rotation at the upper part of the thigh, and then you get the double jointed knee. Really nice ankle pivot down there at the feet, as well as up and down for some great wall crawling poses. The rest of the body mold looks fantastic and is exactly the same as the previous figure. You get a lot of molded in detail and the painted in detail as well. Now as for the Iron Man, again, exactly the same as the previous mold. Obviously we're getting that new color scheme, which looks absolutely fantastic. I definitely do love this thing, and this is definitely the main reason to pick up this 2-pack. It's mainly just the Tom Holland head and then this epic paint scheme right here. That silver just really, really makes the figure pop. And my favorite Iron Man suit is actually the Silver Centurion suit. So anything that has predominant amounts of silver on there, I really do like. Now, obviously, the articulation is nothing like that Spider-Man, but it's okay. The head moves up and down, left and right. Great for flight poses. Rotation over here at the shoulders, but because of these shoulder bells, you can't really get moving up all that much. Rotation there at the arm. You get the double jointed elbows right there. Rotation and a hinge at the wrist, which, as you can see, you can move the wrist all the way up without bending a handguard or anything like on some previous Iron Man figures, so that is a major plus. Pretty good diaphragm movement here. You don't get an ab crunch like the Spider-Man, but it's still pretty decent, especially helpful for those flight poses, left and right and then side to side pivot, and then the legs move out to the side and then forward. They do actually rotate out as you bring them up because of all the armor on the leg. You can't just bring them straight up. That does kind of suck. And then you got the rotation there at the thigh, obviously. Double jointed knees, and then the feet do move up and down and have ankle pivot again. So still decent articulation, but nothing compared to this guy over here. I mean, obviously you'd have to break up a lot of that armor to get something a lot like this. And I really don't think that that is within Marvel Legends' budget as of right now, unless you're going to get much less accessories. Height-wise, the Spider-Man stands about 5 3/4 inches tall, and then Iron Man stands about 6.5 inches tall. Now, should you pick this setup, I mean, if you want the unmasked Peter Parker, then great, and if you want this colorway for Iron Man, then great. But if you already have these molds, there's not really all that much new for you in this set, and unless you can get it at a good price, like on sale or something, then I'd say probably go ahead and give it a pass. If you're a hardcore collector and you do really like the extra accessories that you get with this set, and obviously this really nice colorway of Iron Man, definitely go ahead and pick this thing up. You really do need this to complete your haul of armor from the movieverse figures. But for the most part, is the set worth the money? I think they definitely could have included some more interchangeable hands and some more blast effects for Iron Man to really push it towards that limit. Obviously, they're not getting much new tooling within this set here, so I definitely think they could have pushed the boat out for a few more accessories. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more from my channel, go ahead and subscribe. There's some links in the description below to my social media, and there's also some videos on the screen right now if you want to check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.